So we came up here. We're not that far into this trail on this section.
No, but there's this big truck and we're like, what the heck's going on? And then you look up here and there's a whole bunch going on there. And I mean, you do see there is water rushing down the side here.
But yeah, they're coming up building this little trough almost all the way up. So I think we're gonna hop back on the road and maybe we can still get on another section of the trail once we intersect it. Wrong way, climbed the hill, wrong way.
We just climbed this hill, you can't really tell. But on the bright side, now we don't have to climb
Gosh darn it.
that hill. Here's where we are on the map. That little blue dot, and we want to be back.
Sorry guys.
It's booty season, girl. I don't know if you've heard, but all the fine doggies are wearing booties.
Yeah, don't even touch that dew claw. What the hell?
It's because her feet are wet, I think.
So we decided to get back onto the Downeast Sunrise Trail. It hasn't been too bad. It's dried up for sure. There's not as much vegetation out here, a little less water.
But it is cold. I'm wearing my thermal leggings and top.
But we're gonna get moving again. We took a slight little break. I just thought a turkey was a person or a bear coming at us. So we got up and got packed up in 30 seconds.
But if it was a person, we would have looked so sketchy.
But we're just hoping for not so wet of conditions and maybe a little sun. And
maybe a spot to put our tent.
So we have decided to make our way into Franklin. We're probably pushing over 20 miles now. We keep saying we're gonna slow down and we're gonna stop, but we're just not. That's just not what we're doing. It's kind of cold and gloomy, and we knew that making it to this town called Franklin, which is now only about 2 more miles away. They've got a fire department, they've got a couple churches, and then we're only 12 miles out of Ellsworth.
Where we hope to get a warm bowl. We just got to Franklin, Maine. And everyone was seeming very friendly. We walked by a community town center and there were 2 ladies exiting. So we walked up and said, hey, here's what we're doing. Is there anywhere that you think maybe we could put up our tent for the night? And they kind of looked scared. And then they said that they didn't have anything. They said that the fire department, they didn't think they would be able to. And then they would say at that spot, but someone was going to be there in the morning. And we felt like they were just trying to get out of it kind of. So we didn't say like, oh, we can be gone in the morning. So we don't really have any service. And now we're just kind of looking around. Worst case, we hop back on the trail and just find something there. Not worst case, maybe we still find somebody. So we'll see what happens.
We now only have about 8.5 miles until, I can't believe I'm saying that. We now only have about 8.5 miles until Ellsworth. This just doesn't look like what we want to do here. So we ate some oatmeal, 555, which we love to hear. And Grace, what's the plan?
We are going to look for a spot to camp. If we can't find a spot to camp, we're just going to go into town and get a hotel for 2 nights. I think. We don't really know.
We haven't even gauged that yet. We don't know.
Well, that's not really a good idea because we have points on our credit card, so we could get a night for free.
Anytime we get ourselves in these moments where you're over 20 miles, you're like, yeah, use the points. That's a great decision. And then you're done and you're like, I don't know.
I think it's a good decision. We'll see. We don't know. Or we find a spot and that's a better decision. Here we have the final bits of the Sunrise Trail. Making our way to Ellsworth this way. And this is where we're going to be camping tonight. We have some no trespassing situations over here. But we don't really think it applies to right here. We think it's more about that area. Find out.
Day 7 today, heading towards Ellsworth. Rained quite a bit last night, so stuff's a little bit wet, so we need to dry stuff out. A shower would be great, and a spot to stay, and an off day. All those 3 things would be great. We'll see what happens. We need to shift our energy a little bit. It's been a little bit coming at one another, just because we're hungry and stinky and stuff like that. It's in a fun way, but it gets to a point where it's not fun. It's like, okay, stop. But yeah, breakfast and short 7-8 mile day today. We are just about done with the trail.
We're on the very last section, which I think is an addition.
This is the longest unpaved portion of the trail on the East Coast Greenway, so we'll have that to check mark. I think we just reached about 100 miles. We have that to check mark. And here in I think 1.5 miles or so, hopefully some hot beverages this go around.
I think so, yeah.
And some grub.
I'm hoping for some sort of warm, like, rice bowl.
But yeah, we're excited to be coming into Ellsworth. Here we go.
What they have. We were sitting at the chairs over here that were right next to the barber shop and the laundry, and I think our pack and everything was maybe just scaring some of the patrons. I'm not really sure, but the lady came out and asked us to move down, and it'd be one thing if it was like kind of a nice move down and hey, these are the seats for the barber shop, move down, but it was just a little bit rude and judgmental. So
take out the back for me. We're here in Ellsworth. We're not going to take an off day here, but we're going to push towards Orland tomorrow.
and we got here at noon, so it's a Nero.
And then we're only about a little under 30 miles till Bangor. And then we have a friend near Bangor in Hamden who possibly, we haven't asked yet, but we're going to say, hey, maybe can we take an off day there? She seems really nice, so we'll see down the line. Wiki, 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 word.
Stop your game, the dog's excited.
All right, we're going to head to Walmart and Home Depot real quick. And then we're checking out of the Colonial Inn. Day 7 today or day 8?
Day 8.
Day 8, week 2, starting right now. You want to put this on? Okay, let's do it. Time to get jiggy with it. Cool little town down there in Ellsworth. No patios that we could see for us to eat, so we're about to hop on, I don't know what road this is, Bucksport Road, and we're going to be walking against traffic for the unforeseeable future.
It only makes sense that the first day back walking on the road, we get a flat tire.
Yeah. That will do it, whatever that was. We've got to give a big shout out to Jessica and her husband here in Orland, Maine. They hooked us up with an awesome spot. That's their place up there. We are right next to the East Coast Greenway here. Tent set up, goat friends over there, chickens and geese up there, and nice night's sleep tonight. And then we are 27 miles from Bangor, Maine. We've got a frosty little morning here in Orland, Maine. Condensated, cold, but at least it's gonna get up to 65 today.
It's like really weird because last night it said the temperature was only 40 or 38 or something, and it felt like the coldest night that we've had.
It was very cold, but we're gonna get up, get going, heading towards Bangor.
You're brave. You're gonna warm up pretty soon, okay?
Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Mikey, nice to have you here, little friend.
This coffee is good, and I got a clean bathroom that I'm about to hop in after I finish
this thing. We have now all handled our business, huh, Nemo?
I haven't.
Oh, everyone but Grace has handled their business. Yeah, we're not sure we're gonna make it today, but sun's shining. Cars, hold up, woo, going fast, and let's find some place to camp. That all rhymed, all the time, doing it like lemon lime.
You can see all those blue bins, but those all fell out of this guy's car. So we're following him behind and we're gonna help. He's kind of taking his sweet time to get to this. I'm like, I'd be worried a truck's gonna nail it, but you know, 'tis what it is.
Nemo!
Keep walking. It's officially short season. Matt has unzipped his pants. I'm getting ready to switch. Oh, it's just my shadow. Work it. To the side. I'm getting ready to switch to my bedrock soon. We got a car coming. We got a steep hill. I gotta go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have potentially our first license plate.
Grace, you might have manifested
I
this
know,
this
let's
morning.
see. Oh yeah, are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Let's go. Stay, bud. Stay.
It's day 9 today. We've had people honk and wave, kind of like they knew us, but also just friendly. We had one guy stop and take our picture because he thought what we were doing was cool. So we just walked by a house, and she said she saw us in the newspaper, but then she said probably Facebook. That's probably more like it, but who knows? Maybe in the paper. That's pretty cool. We had someone else named Shelby stop us in Bucksport, so pretty fun having people come up and stuff, and it's only day 9. That's totally awesome. And we're up here in Maine. It feels like so crazy that anybody would know. I mean, I know we share our stuff on social media, but it's still pretty cool.
We're here at the Orrington, I believe it's their like snowmobile clubhouse. We tried calling, but no one answered. We think the phone might be in the building, but it seems like a really great spot right off the trail. I think we're about 17, 18 miles in for the day, and we only have about 7.5 until Bangor tomorrow.
I messaged them on Instagram.
We'll see how the social media side of things works.
Hey, I've been noticing you. That is obnoxious. We're not going to Bangor today. No.
Say hello to my little friend.
So we're at the snowmobile clubhouse, which we felt good about because there was no trespassing signs, and there was just a sign that said things were being recorded, like in case there was a burglar. And we thought, well, we're not gonna do that, so that'll be fine. And we messaged them, we emailed, phone called, everything, and we couldn't get a hold of them. We thought these are the kind of people who would probably be down for us to stay here, so we waited all in the afternoon, and then we finally set up our tent, and then we almost were asleep.
We almost were asleep, and then all of a sudden, I'm going to show you, I started seeing this, but on the tent, and it was an officer. It was Officer Dick.
He was really nice.
Really nice guy. He just wanted to make sure, he said the owners had contacted him that they'd been burglarized before, and they wanted to make sure, you know, it was okay that we were here, he said,
Yeah.
but they wanted to make sure who we were, so we checked our IDs, asked us a bunch of questions and everything.
I was so nervous, my hand was literally shaking.
And, yeah, anyways, now we have adrenaline. We were about passed out. Now we have adrenaline, but great police officer experience.
Yeah.
And super thankful for the nice spot to stay.
And we asked him to please tell the director, thank you for letting us stay.
Yes, so thank you.
Thank
if
you.
you see this.
Thank you.